Well, hello everybody. How are you? Happy Thursday. And I've been, uh, I have not been on here doing videos this week. But I wanted to pop on and do one today that I think is really important. And the title I'll put in a little bit, but it's called, Are You In It to Win It? So let me read a verse to you. Do you not know that in a race, all the runners run, but only one gets the prize? Run in such a way as to get the prize. That's in 1 Corinthians 9:24. And then here's a point. I mention this a lot in different graphics I post, but having clear, achievable goals is an important ingredient for a happy life. So I don't get a thing done unless I've got even, I don't mean 3 pages of a to-do list. No. I will have maybe 5 items on there and I've got to get those done. That includes personally or work. I have to run by list or otherwise I'm going to forget something. And it doesn't have to be, I'm a person who, for work, I have to be highly organized. Personally at home, I'm not as organized. But I still have to have some things planned out, right? So for you, having achievable goals that you can reach is vitally important. Now, whether you have to improve yourself in the technical area, meaning Microsoft Word, Excel, or PowerPoint, those are the 3 I would not, you should become an expert at Microsoft Word. And it's not like you have to get a certificate. Somebody told me that they took a course not that long ago and they felt it was too surface and they took it, I don't know if it was online or what, or I think it was before the pandemic hit that they went to a class, but that isn't necessary. YouTube is a great free resource. Okay, just like I offer a lot of resources for you here that some of you have taken advantage of when I tell you to go to my website, paralegalcoffeetalk.com, and you see the 2 items there, but that's just tip of the iceberg. There's one item called 19 Alternative Paralegal Careers List, and the other one is a free chapter of my book, Legal Break-In. So what happens when you go in there and you click on the link? It asks you to sign up for the Paralegal Hub. And oh my goodness, all kinds of resources in there for you that don't cost you a dime. Just like these videos are that for you. So when you watch these videos, take notes. Somebody asked me today about the class and do you have to wait till August 22nd? And no, you do not. And you can join right now if you like. I had a student join just a week ago. So no, you don't have to wait. I know people don't want to wait when they have jobs that are available that might be suitable for you as a beginner. Not all of them are. And that's something you will learn in my course. So no, you don't have to wait till August 22nd. I don't think the type of course I put together is something you should wait for. That's why I offer it. Most of the time it's open, but I would go, check it out, and you'll be able to check it out when you go into that hub. So go to the paralegalcoffeetalk.com website. That's mine. And look around at the top of the website. Just remember the number 19 and you'll get that freebie. And then the free chapter of my book, Legal Break-In, or you can get the whole book. There's a tab for that, but get the free chapter. And then that'll take you to a hub where there's a lot more. Okay. And I love doing that. Okay. It was a goal of mine for many years. Back in 1992, there was no way to offer this type of stuff. And now that I can, I want to help more people get in the field and drive it up to, or open it up to where you have an ability to make more money once you get experience on the job, but should lack of experience keep you from going after this goal? No. And I've had people email me saying, 6 years ago, I tried to get in and I couldn't. And I said, there's no reason for that. You know, there are attorneys who want to hire you, and in a week she landed a job. So sometimes it's lack of belief, and we want to just lay it on, oh, they won't hire without experience. Every paralegal going into the field got a job, landed a job without experience. Okay? So we really have to deal with the reality here. And you might be applying for the wrong jobs too, so remember that. So that comes to point number 1. What prize are you aiming for? You're not going to make 50 grand right out of the gate, nor should you. You know, that's crazy to think that. So you have to earn your chops. You have to learn what you're doing in order to make a decent salary, like a high salary. I'm not going to quote salary, so don't email me or message me privately asking me to quote that. I cannot do that. Every law firm, every legal department is different in what they want to pay. So ask yourself, what is the prize, the ultimate prize that I'm aiming for? Am I doing the things that I need to do? Am I based in reality about this and what it takes? I've been asked on the YouTube channel, is this going to be, I don't know, nerve-wracking, or I can't promise it's not going to be stressful occasionally. What job is not stressful occasionally? So, but you have to understand for sure what this job is about. And you can do a lot of research on Google about what paralegals do. You can go to my hub and learn more about that. Get those 2 free items, and that'll take you to the hub. Be clear about what it is you want to do. You're not training. You're not going into this job to be an attorney. You're going in it to be an attorney's assistant. Okay? Completely different than maybe what you thought. And I want you to be clear about that and be based in reality. And if you have any questions while we're on here, ask. But put the work in to watch a lot of the videos here. Don't try to take some shortcut. That is not going to happen. That doesn't work in this biz, okay? You have to put the effort in, put the work in, and watch a lot of videos and take notes while you're watching the videos, okay? So what do you need to do consistently if you're going to win? What do you need to do? You need to put the effort in. You need to do research on Google. If Google isn't your BFF right now, it needs to be, okay? To look up questions that you have in your mind, that pop in your mind at 2 a.m. and put that question in Google. See what you come up with. That's one of the things that makes the most genius paralegal, okay? That we are able to research on Google for a lot of the answers we need before we get in the career and sometimes afterwards. Okay, it's a great research tool. Why is getting into the paralegal career important to you? It cannot be just about money. You know, if it's not something that you're going to be passionate about, it will be like you're in prison, you know, and you don't want that. So make sure you know your why. Do you have a good answer to that question? Why do you want to go into this? Okay, is there a personal reason? Discipline and going after the goals without a purpose and knowing that this is your purpose is like punishment. So understand that here's a quote. Discipline without purpose is self-punishment. Indeed, self-control is one of the fruits of the Holy Spirit. It helps us, that helps us to produce in our lives for the purpose of becoming all that we were meant to be. That's out of Galatians 5:23. It's going to require hard work. It's going to require that you build a belief in what God created you to be, what you were destined to be, and not looking backwards into the past or blaming other people. You have to support yourself, and you have to make that mindset shift that God has a plan and a purpose for you. He did from before you were born. So why don't you believe that? That's the question. Okay. But he has a plan for you. So why is it important to God? Because he created you with unique DNA. That's been proven scientifically. So you have a unique purpose in this life. You never know who you're going to meet on the job and how you're going to assist someone in a difficult time in their lives. You just never know. And so you have to be open to that. This field is about a lot more than shuffling paper around, okay, or filing documents with the court. We get to interact with our clients day in, day out. So what do you need to do today to progress in your move towards this career, in your quest for a position as a paralegal? What do you need to do today that's different than you've been doing? Have you been allocating time every day with looking at what you need to find out about this career, what paralegals do, or an area of law? What effort have you been putting into it? Now, I've been asked, is this going to be overwhelming? How can I answer that? Well, some days will be overwhelming. But the more you learn, the more confident you grow. And you refuse to let that overwhelming feeling overtake you, and you are a problem solver. If you are not, you feel, I don't problem solve. People problem solve in my life. I don't really do that. Then I would not go into this career. But if you're open to being a problem solver and you understand completely that even if an ad says they're going to train you, that does not happen as long as they, you want to think it will happen. They don't have time for that, even if they say it in the ad. So watch some of my other videos, a lot of my other videos, and take notes, okay? The more you learn, the more successful you will be. What you should write this down. What do I need to do in order to achieve the goals that I'm thinking about? What do I need to do in order to be successful? I've had people join my course who have never taken a class regarding this career. Others took it, they joined the law firm and they were in over their heads, and they decided to try to learn how to manage everything, and they took my course. It's for people who have never once in their life looked at this career but want to go into it, and those who have just jumped into it. I've had people take it while they were taking a 2-year degree course. So because they knew they were missing a whole element of being a paralegal. I mean, more than one element. So make a decision that you're going to run this race to the best of your ability. And if that means that all you can allocate is a little bit of time every day because you have a busy, crazy life like most people do, then that's what you do. And you should feel good about that. And you'll find yourself pushing yourself harder. And I don't have my notebook in here, but keep a notebook, a cheapy dollar store notebook, where you're tracking everything you're learning, whether it be technical, Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, or anything about an area of law that you need to learn, that you have a notebook for that area of law. Kind of keep it in separate notebooks if you can, so that it doesn't feel chaotic, and that you're putting things together according to categories like that. And that's what paralegals do in our work. It's part of what we do. And we are researching, we're calling vendors sometimes, we're calling our clients, we're setting up meetings, answering the phone and writing correspondence, legal docs, filing hard copies of docs, so much that we do. It's a major multitasking, like an octopus, okay? And we do it all. And we're the engine that drives that law firm or that legal department or government agency that we join. Doing our job well means we have to do a lot of legwork in the beginning before we join this position, that we can understand what that particular paralegal does in family law, in business law. And so do your homework and join my class if you can. Understand, just before I sign off now, understand that the class is available to you once you sign up for 6 months. And after 6 months, it stops. There's no, like, you can renew for the entire class, but there's no like renewing by the month. Okay, so I would say you get in that class, you hit it, and make a pact with yourself that you will do something every day, watch a video every day, take notes, even if it's for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, that you're plowing through it and you don't put it off. That wouldn't make sense, okay? So here's something that you'll see me, I asked a question today. I actually put the definition in and I said, what word is this describing? And this is what I use to do those with. This is legal terminology, bar chart. And you'll see that on the website too. This is a laminated doc that really, it opens up to a huge document. And you can carry it with you. You can spill stuff on it and wipe it off. It's great. But there are a lot of definitions on there. And it's not that I carry it with me. But it's mainly to teach you guys, but I will use it to just remind myself about something. So isn't it, Adrian? Thanks for being here. Yeah. Even as a 30-year veteran, I don't want to have a Black's Law dictionary and pay for that. That's expensive. Even the used copies, they're usually inside the law firms. They all have a Black's Law dictionary. But because, we're working remotely now, then I like to have this. And yes, I'll use Google too, to look up stuff if I'm like, not remembering something, to refresh my memory. But yeah, I highly recommend that. And that's on the website, paralegalcoffeetalk.com, under bar charts. You'll see that at the top of the website. I'm trying to think if I had anything else to tell you. I always say taking my class is step 2. Step 1 is this. This is the paperback version, Legal Break-In. It looks backwards, but that's the book, Legal Break-In. And you can go on Amazon, check it out, but check it out on my website, paralegalcoffeetalk.com, and click the link from there. And you will, you can get it in Kindle and start reading it tonight. But I say that is step 1, because that's going to tell you about the foundation skills you need, that you must have. You must have office skills. If you're thinking the paralegal stands around, I used to laugh at this commercial. A lady, they would have it was for a school. And the lady would stand there with a law book in the law library of a law firm somewhere and just have that book in her hand as if that's what we do all day. That is so far removed from what we do. So it's a bit ridiculous. I never trained to be an attorney. I know the cases better than my attorney, and they will say that because many attorneys have said that. most paralegals know the cases better than their attorney because we're in there all the time. We see the progression. We see all that. Even the attorney sees the documents, but we are aware more so than the attorney. The attorney is planning strategy for the case and talking to experts in certain areas of law that they have to bring into the trial. So they're doing other types of work compared to ours. All right. So that is it. I think that was it. So remember to check out those complimentary items, and to work your goals. Set those goals out. What do I need to do? If you feel defeated, that's normal. If you feel overwhelmed, that's normal when you're starting out. For the first 2 months on the job, you will feel overwhelmed. And you have to keep telling yourself, I'm going to get this. I'm going to learn this. It's a multifaceted position, definitely. And some areas of law they're all different from each other. So I would look up more than one area of law that you're interested in and become a detective. Adrian, the class actually is open now. It officially opens on August 22nd, but I don't like to close it down because some people are anxious to get started. And I've had people wish it was open. And so I used to just launch it a few times a year, but I decided that there's an official launch date, but you can join right now. I had somebody join last week. And we have a private group. And so it's open for enrollment from now until August 22nd, but I actually don't shut it down. It's really, sometimes people decide they want to get in and they want to plow through that course, take notes, learn everything there is to learn, and then they go apply for jobs. And I've had a lot of people do that. So the course is open to you once you enroll. The videos are available for 6 months. That's plenty of time to go through everything. And there are PDFs you can download, 2 PDF books, but a lot of other PDFs within the course. And then every week, pretty much, we have training, sometimes every other week. And it's helpful to ask questions, but I don't wait for that. I just will do training in our private Facebook group. Some people opt to come into the group. That's very wise. There's no pressure in the group at all. It's the videos are always there to watch on replay when I do live videos in our private group. So I find that most people get done way before the 6-month period, but you have that time. The class doesn't take 6 months. You can go through that class in a week if you want to, but that would be pushing it. There are 40 plus videos in there and multiple PDFs. So it's better to give yourself at least 2 to 3 months to go through everything. And so it is on the website, paralegalcoffeetalk.com. And it's under Paralegal Inner Circle Class Info. But you can scroll down. Maybe there was a post yesterday or the day before that gives you a direct link to that. So you can check that out too. Paralegal Inner Circle Class. Okay. That is it, guys, for today. Thanks for your questions, Adrian, or question. And if you have anybody who's here right now, if you have any questions, you're wondering, it's just something that's on your mind, you can post it right now, or you can join the Paralegal Break-In free group and come in there and ask the question if you want more privacy too. The concern about it being overwhelming as a career, any job feels overwhelming until you learn what you're doing. And I like to give you Oh gosh, the tools that you need in order to maintain um, organization and understanding how to uh, be sure that you're on track in your job. And so there are certain things paralegals use to do that. And I teach a lot of that, okay? But people in my class come up with the best questions ever. And it's good to have a paralegal that you can ask that of when you're, and also what jobs should you apply to, what ones should you not. There's a whole module just for that. And none of the modules should be skipped over. I put them there. You don't have to take them in order. You can skip around, but I would not, forget to go through the cover. I have a cover letter module and an interview module, a job ads module, and then some more stuff related to working every day in the office. So there are 40 plus videos, and I think there are 8 modules in total. So I think it's just nothing was on out there for people starting like that. And I just felt bad for people thinking that it was because of lack of experience they weren't getting in. But that's not the case. All of us started with zero experience. So let's hope. I'm seeing the job market start to open up in certain areas of law. I'm seeing jobs open up. And so when you go into that hub that I talked about in the beginning of the video that I have, you'll see a video I put in there about the 4 hot areas I believe that are going to explode in the legal field. And there are reasons for that. And really 5 that I talk about. So that's in the hub. So if you have not gone into the hub, be sure you go to my website and get the 2 complimentary items, but watch the video in the beginning and I'll talk about that again and for you, and be sure you take advantage of that hub. Okay, there are a lot of people taking advantage of it and you should too. So have a great Thursday night. I'm not sure if I'll be on tomorrow, but I'll probably be on during the weekend because I missed earlier in the week and do some videos for you all. So have a great one. Thanks for being here. If you have any questions, feel free to post them here or in that free group. If you've never, the free group is for people who've never worked in the legal field in any capacity. Okay, so feel free to join that group and answer the questions in order to join. It's called Paralegal Break-In. And let's see what else. That's about it. So have a great one. Talk to you probably on Saturday or Sunday. Take care. Bye.